G'day mate and welcome back to Captain Mystery with me, GD. In our last episode, we cleared out the iron mine and we started building 2 more captains. Today, I really want to stress out our industry and also start rearranging things to fit much more our final setup for the island. I also need to bring you up to date with the last 20 years of digging and dumping. But not before I ask you a very important question. Of course, that important question being, can I borrow that like? If you didn't enjoy the video, you didn't think it was worth your like, if you think I should have included the last 20 years worth of terraforming, then of course you can have your like back. But I do expect you to be present on the weekends for all the Captain Mystery live streams because that's where all the terraforming is obviously included. So let's cover our terraforming, but not before I, of course, load up Mr. Shippy Shippy and go talk to our last 3 pirates. We have 1 pirate here that we need to go and have a rematch with. We also have 2 pirates down here in this bottom corner, and of course I have a settlement we can access. I need to talk to all of those, and I need to talk about, well, all our lovely terraforming. First off, the coal mine, it's absolutely done. It's finished, it's demolished, it's actually just waiting for its dirt top coat to go on, and then it's all good. The iron mine also absolutely demolished, absolutely leveled off. We do have the sand, guys. Here we are. Sand, working on clearing out the last of the sand. As for the iron team itself, or what remains of it, they're actually over here clearing out this mountain, and at the same time, we're prepping up for our slag wall to go in, which I probably should enable. Where is the slag tower? You. Can I have you guys, edit area, please, rectangle. Can I have a rectangle covering me from here to, that's too close, here, yep, slid down just a little bit, and then can I have my level 4 slag border put in right along the edge of the island. I do like the border. I do like it's a little bit I'm doing to dress up the island for well, the future. So we're gonna have that happen as well. Ship in battle. Come on. Where is that? This should be our win. We've already lost once to you. You should be weakened, or at least in theory, and this should get us our win. All right. Next thing I need to talk about is our copper mine. Copper mine, we're still digging out very, very slowly. Excellent. We won, and we got some loot. Cool. Mr. Shippy Shippy comes come home and get a repair, and then we can send him out again. We're still digging out the copper mine. It's a fairly slow going progress, but we are getting there slowly. In saying that, I don't actually have, well, I have plenty of copper ore, but I don't actually have any copper in stock. Mainly because I've only got 1 crusher, so I can't technically run any more copper, but we do get some copper back from recycling. So I'm going to enable 1 more smelter. That 1 smelter obviously needs to be plugged into 1 belt and into 1 box. So we're going to get that done as well. All right. So with that going up, I need to, of course, upgrade the 2 more captains. So we're going to start upgrading to stage number 4 from number 3. Still means we have 1 whole stage to go. And I also need to talk about the other crews. So we have the clearing crew. The clearing crew is still working their way through this mountain. They still have a fair bit to go. We were upgrading the diggy boys in the clearing crew. It turns out I cancelled that, mainly because I didn't need more diggy boys. I really needed more trucks. So we've upgraded 20 normal trucks into bigger and better trucks. And I'm now actually going to upgrade the diggy boys in the coal mine. And after that's done, maybe then we'll come back to upgrade their diggies. At the moment, it's more of a dumping issue more than anything else. But they are going to hopefully finish, well, dumping here shortly. And then also dumping on this coastline. And then a point I can have them dump here, which can be way closer and therefore way faster. All right, with them out of the way, I need to talk about our special ops crew. Our special ops crew are digging their way through this mountain. It is very slow going progress because it's a very, very tall mountain and there's only a couple of diggies. On top of that, our fast action response team, the FART team, they're digging their way up to here. Main reason they're digging their way up to here is to get access to the coal that I don't need, the iron that I don't need, but more importantly, the uranium that I want. Yeah, it all comes down to the uranium I want. Yep. Also, we'll get access to this treed area, which we can thoroughly shave. All right, so that's where we're up to our terraforming. Not a lot has happened. It's just taken a lot of time for a lot of trucks to get a lot of work done. And are you repaired? No. Can I? 2. Like, prepare now. All right, so need to have those done. And you are set to keep empty, aren't you? Yes, but you're full of electronics 3. Okay. Research. Let's talk about research really quickly. Well, no, wrong one. Let's talk about this research really quickly. So, we've just researched sugarcane. We've researched medical supplies number 2, which is probably important because each time the flu season comes across, a significant part of the population does have a small little sniffle and dies off. Yep, we have access to microchips right now, which is something I do want to do. I also access to the Greenhouse Mark II, up from the Greenhouse Mark I. Sugarcane we'll worry about later. Medical World's going to do all the medical at the same time, and that pretty much brings up to date with the research we have done. On top of that, there is the research I need to do. Currently working on our space station. Right after that is the nuclear reactor Mark II. And then I can go and access the next tier of labs. I can't start making data centers till I start making, electronics Mark III, which is going to take a while. Also, you can't make a crewed space station till you have a space station level 1. Although I have the rocket, although we could probably even look at doing that, I'm not doing any of that right now because I need to have aluminium set up for that. Okay. No fuel. Cool. No fuel was a good thing to talk about. Also, ship's fully repaired. Can I get you to go say hi to this pirate, please? Excellent. Fuel. I have rerouted the fuel pipes. I've brought the fuel stations out. We now have a fuel station over here. Plus, we have a fuel station over here still. And I've extended the fuel line out to here and out to here. This is much more effective, I've found, than trying to have trucks bring out fuel, have even trains bring out fuel. They don't get fuel out here fast enough. As you can see, we still have a lot of trucks doing a lot of distance, driving a lot of resources all the way back to the start because, well, this is where I'm choosing to do most of my dumping. They're done there. Can I have them start mass dumping this area then? Considering the amount of rock we have, this shouldn't take too long, which is also scary because I don't really have any other areas I have planned to have dumping in the future. Can I get that done and that done? All right. So whilst they're working on that, clearing crew. Clearing crew is all your boxes are full. Yep. All right. Whilst they're working on that, I want to do a couple of things around the base. First off, I want to upgrade boxes. All the boxes I can upgrade, I want to upgrade. Steel. That should do us for right now. Plastic, rubber. Cool. I want to get all those upgraded. Can I actually get you done right now? All right. On top of that, I don't need this iron mine anymore. So I wish to rip out the iron mine. You, and you, along with you, and even the iron box. I also don't need that belt anymore, so that can go away, and I definitely don't need that for the exhaust anymore. In fact, this pipe doesn't actually go anywhere anymore. Do I want to cut it? No, I'm not going to cut it just yet. All right. Pirate. Oh, location explored. That means we won. Excellent. Okay. Well done, Mr. Shippy. Come back, get your repairs, and then we'll send you back out again. All right. Next thing I want to do is this iron belt. I want to rearrange it just slightly by ripping it out and having it hook up here instead. Cool. With that done, I want to grab my little iron box that I had before, put it over here, obviously cancel this thing, and can I get a tier 1 belt and drag that out from there to here and to here and to here. Cool. Can I get that belt? Can I also get you upgraded to the next tier? Yes, please. And can I get that magically moved across with the power of uni? Cool. All right. Next thing I want to do is I want to start rearranging this area. Oh, I also want to rearrange this box by deleting it. Yep. I want to move the iron ore from here to... Yeah, that gives me even more grounds to remove that pipe. Okay, fine. Pipe can go. Can we rip out that pipe? Cool. Can I bring the iron ore? Can I stop this here? And can I stop this here? And remove everything in the middle? And can I make you disappear with the power of uni? Come on, disappear harder. Thank you. All right. Can I get this? Hello? This. Okay. Can I bring this up to height 5? Can I bring it? Nope. To the corner. And then once from the corner, we're going to come down to height 4, plug that in there, cancel your deconstruct, and build that there. Just give me a little bit more room. On top of that, this particular box here, what I want to do is I want to assign a truck here to work here permanently because I need somebody to constantly come here, and you are going to be our target. Yes, you are our target. Cool. Yep, come here. This truck, I need this truck to go and pick up bricks all the time. That's going to be their one job, hopefully, in life. And I also need to thank a couple of YouTube members. In our case, this is going to be the wonderful Clumsy English because I've heard he can't be trusted to do anything else. So he's going to be in charge of moving around bricks. I'm hoping if he's just moving around bricks, he can't screw it up. On top of that, I need to thank a couple of other YouTube members. Can I thank the wonderful Mountain Dew Addict, who is driving a smaller truck, and quite intentionally, because, well, at the speed this guy wants to drive around, I couldn't afford to give him a bigger truck because he'd just end up breaking the engine or something on me. Lastly, can I thank one more YouTube member? And of course, this is going to be the wonderful Akin Stare. No, Akin Stir. I got there in the end. Akin Stir, thank you for being a YouTube member. I hope you're enjoying early access to the videos like the other members. And thank you again for choosing to support the channel. All right, so with that done, please tell me we're not dumping before... No, we're not dumping before we're digging, please. Please. Okay, they have access to this, so why are you guys hanging around? No, you're a rock team. Okay, well, you should... Oh, you might not... no, you should work out that you can, unless you're coming from a dedicated box. You're coming from a dedicated box. Okay. No, that's the import box. That's the export box. Okay, so the export box is only being linked to a couple of areas. Okay, can I get that export box to start filling in this area then? Because I need to widen out this area so we can actually put in properly this corner of, well, the base. Yep. So with that done and that cleared out, in theory, you should be assigned here. And I just want to follow you around. I want to make sure you're doing the job that you're meant to do, which is to take bricks out of there and put them on the ground constantly. If not, I'm going to change your priorities just a little bit to make sure that that is your one job in life and you're not going to think about doing anything else. And bricks. Okay. Are you taking bricks to a construction job? You are. How many are left to go? A lot. Cool. Now there's none left to go because of the power of uni. Speaking of the power of uni and other things, can I also get cobblestone put in this corner just to make sure that we're going to save maintenance anytime the trucks are driving through this area? All right, now with that done, are you doing as you've been told? Come on, English. You are. You're putting down bricks. Great. That's what I want to make sure you're doing at all times. Okay, so production-wise, we're short on electronics. Why? Because I upgraded the box. We're short on plastic. Why? Because I upgraded the box. We're short on rubber because I upgraded the box. We're short on copper because we're actually short on copper. That's been empty and is going to stay empty. But in theory, with one more machine processing a ghost pipe, processing just a little bit more copper, mainly it's going to be recycled copper, it should give me a little bit more copper and hopefully we can catch up. So we can get rid of that one too. Mechanical parts, because I upgraded the box, I realized that, that's fine, we'll get to them eventually. Electronics we're actually out of, we've been out of them for basically forever. As fast as I'm making them, I seem to be using them, but I don't have any extra copper to go and get that process set up. Glass, I just upgraded the box, and electronics 2 is this box here. This box is meant to be empty because this is the one when Mr. Shippy goes and finds a friend and takes out the friend. Well, these electronics get dumped into that box and used right there. Unfortunately, I can't get them out currently because the shipyard's full of other crap. Can I make sure Mr. Shippy goes and says hi to this pirate, being our very, very last pirate? And then, no, you are still working on the scaffolding part. Okay. All right, then I want to do a few other things. So the other thing I want to do is I want to start working on this tier. So we've gone and put a lot of effort into clearing out the rocks from here and also putting in a top layer of soil. So I want to start working on this, and I want us to actually use, well, an older blueprint that has been updated for update 3, and that is my Tileable Farms blueprint. Can I put you there? And can I then copy the right-hand side and paste it on the left-hand side? I'm going to complete overlap. That looks about right. Okay, so this is my Tileable Farms, and the idea is you can paste these down, they all automatically link together, and we can then have a whole lot of farming. And that's exactly what I want to build on this upper tier, because as you can see right at the moment, we have the severe case of the flu, which is causing us a few little medical problems, which means to get medical supplies, I need to have medical equipment and disinfectant. Medical equipment is steel and plastic. That's easy enough. As for the disinfectant itself, that is ethanol and plastic. Well, plastic's easy. We've already covered that. Ethanol means I need to either have sugar or corn mash. Obviously, sugar comes from sugarcane, and corn mash comes from, you guessed it, corn. So I need to have more farms up and running with a bit more variety in our food to start worrying about those problems. So what I want to do is I want to take this blueprint, except I do not want to use Location explored. Nice. Okay. So there's the last pirate. That means the only place I have to visit is one last settlement, and then we should have access to, well, everything for right now. So farms. I do not want to build basic farms. I would like to tell you guys that you're actually healthier than you think you are, which is a bit of a problem because I'm sort of maxed out in uni. Absolutely maxed out in uni because one of the things I did to sort of help things along was I have the trucks overload to T number 2. I also started running the uranium mine at 2x speed so we can produce more uranium ready for a second reactor in the near future. Okay, I need to remove this. I want to have not a normal farm, but I want to have a greenhouse Mark II. Greenhouse Mark II, if I hover over the Mark 1, the Mark 1 has a 25% increased crop yield compared to the basic farm. Crops also require 12% extra water and fertility, but the Mark II has a 50% increase, which means every one of these farms I put down, well, every 2 of these farms I put down is worth 3 of the basic ones, which is going to be pretty important because I have, 2, 4, 6, 8, that being 16 of them total. These ones, they're above and beyond. I'm not really counting those. And are we over the flu? We are over the flu. Cool. Can I not pay the uni cost on that? So we have a good number of farms, and I'm going to be replacing them with overall less farms. So can I take this blueprint, which is very, very expensive, and I want to put this blueprint on the belts, or I want the pipes? No, I want the pipes. I want the pipes to be at the far end. Okay, can we put you here? No, I think I need a couple more tiles. Okay, can I pick that back up? And okay, there's a bit of random rock. I'm just trying to make sure I don't leave any ghosts behind. Can I put you there? Okay. So I want to have a couple of farms. With a couple of farms, I want to have a couple more farms. I can just pull this out of the clipboard memory and put that there. Then I want to have, I want to have less designations so I can see what the hell I'm doing. Thank you, and thank you, and thank you, and you, and you. And, oh yeah, they're making short work of that. Also, it means these buckets are way emptier than I've seen them in the last 20 years. Okay, can I put you here? And can I put you here? Okay, that's already 8 farms. 8 farms with the 50% bonus is worth 12 farms, which I have, again, 2, 4, 6, 8, 16. So I'm not quite there, but I'm pretty damn close. Therefore, I wish to get said farms built. Can I unpause, all of that, and all of that. As for the farms themselves, I'm going to need to plant all sorts of different varieties of crop. For the moment, just to make sure that we maintain what we have, I'm going to have potato, and I want to have veggies, nothing else. And can I copy that and paste that to all your friends? Cool. Can I get all of those built as well? If we use the copy tool, let's go with copy. It's 2,500 construction parts. This is the other reason when we had a small gap between one episode and the next, because I need to save up a construction part or 2 just to get this stuff built. All right, so with this, our plan is that I have 3 pipes and 3 pipes here. 3 of these are for fertilizer, the other 3 are for water. So the good news is I can plumb plenty of water into these farms, and they're perfectly tileable all the way along. On top of that, we have plenty of belts. We have 3 U-shaped belts and underneath 1 flat belt for bringing out all different food types. When it comes to food types, the only ones that go out on a flat belt are technically tree saplings, also the fruit and veggies. Everything else goes on a U-shaped belt, or technically flowers. Flowers also come out on a flat belt. So yes, everything mainly goes on a U-shaped belt. This is why there's plenty of U-shaped belts. But what I want to do is I want to help the project along by building that. And I don't need to have that end done yet. Okay, with that done, I want to reach into the depths, flip that belt, and no, come on, go away. Can I flip that belt and flip that belt, that belt, and that belt, that one, and that one? I want to bring all our food stuff to the left. Towards the town, and can I flip that, and that? And finally, can I flip these ones as well? All right, so that will get our food coming out here. I also need to plug in water. Now, currently the way water works is I have water from this location, not yet this location, but I should probably plumb that in as well. They all sort of meet up here, and then they head down here where they also meet up with this water, which as you can see is very short compared to the other ones. That is because it's drained, and that all runs all the way down to, this water connection here and the town. After that, it then goes back the way it came and gets redistributed into these farms, which I'm more than happy to cut off in about 5 minutes, and also into, well, what do we need for steel production? Also heads over here, gets joined with the water, the excess water from our oil production, which as you can see is also drained completely, and then that water heads back up the hill and feeds all the farms. I want to continue with that, but I want to take the water, which is the top pipe currently, yes. Top pipe. Yep, I want to take this pipe of water and I want to continue it up to our new farming area. Okay, so can I have you come out at max height, and can I move you one tile further over? Yep, and then can I bring this to... Okay, we have a bridge. Everything's going to get squeezed up at the bridge. Okay, can I bring this... That's fuel. Okay, instead we're actually going to go this way, I think. Can I come to here? Yeah, can I make a stop here? Can I remove the fuel pipe around the corner? Because this is hopefully going to make my future life easier. Can I run this pipe through here? Yep, at height 5. Can I then take the fuel pipe and... Okay, that's sort of what I want, but not quite. How about if I do it that way? I don't want you to go under. Very important you don't go under. That works. Cool. I'm going to run that pipe that way. So that now goes above rather than below. And I'm going to come back to here. Here a Mark 3 pipe. I do want a Mark 3 pipe, I think. I definitely want a Mark 2 pipe. Okay, can I have you come one tile at height number 4? And then can I bring this pipe all the way through to here, dead straight? Cool. Can I leave you there? All right. With that one done, can I cut that pipe here? Here. Cool. That way I can hold it in my hand, and then I can move it down a tile and plug that one in, and down a tile and plug that one in, and that is all those 3 pipes extended. As for the water pipe, I need to build the water pipe manually. Can I bring you all the way to here as well? Okay. After we get here, I want to bring you, I guess, over down to height number 1, so we get under the bridge. Yep, back up to height number 5, and then I need to go up this little mountain. So we're going to pop our way up to here, and then actually we're going to stop here. Then we're going to go to first tile into the next ramp, first tile in the next ramp, first tile in the ramp, first tile in the ramp, first tile in the ramp. Thank you. Come on, I need your support. First tile on the ramp, yep. First tile, first tile, first tile, first tile. One more, come on, there you go. And up to there. Cool. I should, in theory, untested, but we're about to test that right now. If I cut that, I should hopefully be able to cut that whole connection. Come back to here. Drop you down by a tile. No, 2 tiles. Yep, 2 tiles. Okay. Is there a way to fix that? Can I remove that one? Can I cut that one? Go forward and then up. Yes. Okay. And then down. Yep. And then... Come on. You can do it. There you go. And can I do that one more time or not? I think I'm going to hit my quota. Correct. I've hit my quota. Okay. Yes, there is no gap between those tiles. Okay. Can I plug you back in there? Cool. Can I get this water pipe built? Can I get that built? Can I get this part built? I'm just going to do the whole lot there. And can I get that part built and that part built? Cool. All right, so that should bring water from the main farming area, well, from the main town up to here. That I need to bring across. Ooh. I sort of want to move the whole lot over north from where the camera is. Can I... Yeah, it collides with terrain. Yeah, I know. So they're not ghosts anymore, so I can't cut them. Although, they're in the clipboard. There we go. All right. Can I bring you... because the mountain disappears, it's going to be very, very awkward to duplicate. Okay. need to have all the tiles. All right, so can I put you there? Can I cut everything below this point off? Okay, can I start here? I really wish I could grab it by the other end, but it doesn't work that way. Collision with terrain, collision with terrain. Yeah, can I? But I can't make it go up higher. Okay, can I grab? No, wait, let me grab this end. Okay. Collision with terrain, collision with terrain, collision with terrain. Up, come on. Up. Nobody wants to go up. No. Okay, fine. Can I just do the whole thing manually a second time? All right. Can I go height 5? Can I go to here? Then can I go here? Then can I go here? Then can I go here? And here? And here? And there. Sure. Okay. If I do that, I can then cut that and then come down and down and one to the right. Yep. Down one to the one to the right. And in theory, I should be able to go one more, but I don't see one more in that stack because the bottom one went too far. Okay, can I grab the bottom one? And it's so hard to see sometimes, especially on top of rock. Rock does not help. Okay, why won't you go in back in at all? Alright, can I move in? Can I move to here? Come on, pipe. Okay. Can't find valid pillar placement. Okay, so I'm going to just slide you down. Up. There we go. Okay, can I hover over this? Can I go left, and out one? Okay, so you go there. Then we move you down and right one. Yep, down and right 2 because the mouse slipped as we changed the terrain height. There we go. Okay, so that can be my pipes. Yep, that looks way better at that side. Okay, I don't need that one. I don't need that one. All right, can I now manually plug? No, there's definitely room on the bottom one. Okay, can I cut that again? This way one. Okay, this way one and up one. There we go. Okay, so you go there, and now I should be able to... Hello? The thousands and thousands of scaffolding does not help me see what the hell I'm doing. Okay, can you not go straight? No. Okay, you run into the hill. Fine. That gives me 4 pipes, which is what I had here. So let's just roll with that. All right. Sand mine control tower has no designations. That's probably fine for right now, considering how much sand we have. But I'd like to keep going. Can I get rid of that? Mining, please, not build mine. Yep. Can I also have you guys from this side keep digging the sand down until we sort of find out where the bottom is, and then we abort the mission and we go find sand somewhere else. Okay. Can I also clear off all the filling and all the filling and all of that? Slag is going in, which is great to see. Can I clear all of that? And okay, cool. Can we grab the iron tower? The iron tower, can I move you, now all the rock filling has been done, over to, can I move you to here? Yeah, and can I also bring our rock out to there? Okay, so you guys can continue clearing this area out. We're going to cut all this to height 4. Normally I was doing height 3 in the past, but that's only if I definitely want to put dirt on top of it. This time around, I don't know if I want to put dirt on top, so we're just to start with that. I do also want to grab our dirt tower. Wrong dirt tower. That dirt tower. That dirt tower. Okay, edit. Can I get from here through to here? Yeah. And can I put dirt from this tile to these tiles to all of these tiles? And can I also do that? That is the sand tower, right? Yes. Okay, can I move the sand to the right? And then I can continue doing dirt after I can find the dirt tower again and slide it up half a pixel. Edit area. Can I just move you up slightly and you up slightly and try and keep it square? Thank you very much. Okay. Can I get this all filled in, please, and this all filled in? And remember, I don't enjoy playing the game of unbury the truck that got itself stuck. It's a boring game. I'm not a fan. Okay. So I am now no longer super busy with trucks. So we're going to go to clearing crew. Okay, can you have 5, 6, 7, 10 of those guys? Also, can I come to here? You are all mega trucks now, so I'm going to give you 10 of those, and I'm going to remove your 5 little ones. Your 5 little ones are going to complain. They have nowhere to dump things. Can I come to this one, which also enables coal? Can I unassign that? And that way you guys can all drive all the way out to here, dump your cargo, and then we're good to go. All right. Back to population. Okay, population is screwed because we have a couple of farms that have been built. So I want to fix that by you need 10 workers. Cool. Removing those 2. Cool. All right. So we have some spare population. All right. Pipes. All this for some pipes. Okay. Can I grab the top pipe? I want to bring the top pipe through this, preferably, and this is the really big preference. Getting as many pipes through as short or as small a section as possible, because I'm going to have multiple things I need to run up and down this hill. Not only now, but also in the future. So I want to not waste space with pipes and things that I couldn't run a little bit tighter in the first place. So can I have you go to there? Great. Can I have that part be built? That part to be built, and that part be built. All right. Then can I take this water? Yep. And you should plug straight into one of these 2 sets. Which set? I don't know. I need you. So I need to click on this guy. This guy is the fertilizer one, and he is plugged into this pipe, which is on the left-hand side. That means left is fertilizer, right is water. So we're going to plug you into. Okay, we're going to flip you, and then we're going to plug you into there. At least I don't start getting water up to these guys. Can I get that built, and can I flip this pipe from that end to that end? All right, so that's water flowing. Can I remove you? All right, so we have water flowing in to start with. Next up, I need to have fertilizer. Again, I need to flip this pipe, and can I bring you out on this side will do, as long as I don't waste too much space. That's what it's all about. Can I bring that to there, that to there, that to there? Can I come around this corner a little bit early? Yep. Down to here. And then I want to go to the next port over, which will be this one. Stay high whilst I can. Drop down to height number 1. Thank you. And then come back to here, up, and plug into there. Cool. Can I get that built, and can I get that built? The topmost pipe happens to be the fertilizer Mark II, which is in a pipe 2. It's going to get to a pipe 3 at the other end. That's fine, because I'm going to be adding a whole lot more fertilizer in the not too distant future. Copper, you're really out of things to do, are you? Awesome. Can I get that corner dug out, and can I come and do another row all the way along here? Yep, I see copper there as well. Okay. Get that one done, and can I also minus 11 people remove you and you. Now I haven't actually brought any of the foodstuffs down. We still need to do that, hence why I'm trying to be a little bit careful about how many tiles I use up for other things. All right, so can I remove that? We're not going to have those pipes there, and I do need to make sure that these other pipes are eventually built. I don't need them right now, but I need to make sure they're at least ghosted in place for right now. All right. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start getting my food stuff out. So we're going to start with the flat belt on the bottom, because that seems like the most logical spot. And we're going to bring you through to here. All right, I need to come through this area. Okay, this line, this line, this line, that line. Okay, so can I come to here? Can I come to here? All right, next thing I want to do is I want to come... Hello? Hello, I want to come forward. I want to come forward at height number 5. And I get height 5 there, but I can't get to height 6. So what I want to do is I want to have a flat lift. A flat lift, I want to come... no, I want you to be there, and then I want to drag you up to height 6. So this says, warning, a port above transport support height. Connection might be not possible. That's the important thing I want to see. And I want to notice how I also put down a ghost, which then rearrange the tiles. Yep. I want to put you in line and at the correct height, which is going to be the hard part. I cannot find a valid pillar placement. That's exactly where I need you to be. Hang on, was that valid? That was valid. Okay. Can I flip you? Cool. Now you're going the right way, and I want to do this, but it says no. So what I want to do is trim this back a little bit, and then hopefully I can just make it connect. I can. Cool. So that gets me down 6 tiles. From there, I want to come back out. This is height number 5, which is actually up from where I am currently, which means height 4. Height 4 should get me to here, and I want to be a few tiles back from memory because I want another height 6 here. Yep, and then on that height 6, I want to have terrain 2 high, terrain 2 high, terrain 2 high, terrain 2 high. Come on. Plug in. Cannot find valid pillar placement. Okay. Nope. Okay, forget it. Right, can I have a new U-shaped lift? Can I put you here at ground level? No. Okay. I can put you to here. Great. Oops, somehow with a ghost, some of the stuff fell over. And what? Wrong type of lift. Flat lift. Okay. And now I can't. I literally just had one there. The ghost knocked some soil over. Yep. Okay. That's something you should know about the game, that when you put down a ghost, it's technically a physical entity. It's not quite as ghostly as you thought. Alright, can I get that plugged in? Can I then... I'm off by a tile. That's fine. Alright, can I... Oh, actually... No, I need to move this pipe. Okay, can I get this pipe to just... remove for a second. Yep, and can I put you here instead? Okay, you're at height 6, which lines up beautifully. I just need to, hopefully, get a connection from there to... Come on, there, perfect. All right, so you can come down and underneath the water at height number 4, and then pop out here at height number 5, and then go into where you were originally. Okay, can I get that done? Can I get that removed? And then in theory, I should be able to take this belt and bring it under here beautifully. I have pipes in the very first tile, so we're going to bring you to... where am I going to stop? I'm going to stop here, and then I want to keep this hard up against the edges, but at the moment I also have a food belt right here. So can I use this food belt? And for the moment we'll just temporarily hook these two together. Here to here to... is it that tile, or is it one further? No, it's one further up. Okay, where am I? I'm looking for this. Okay, can I go to here? Yep, that's the water pipes, and can I just plug that into there? Okay, can I build that? Can I build our lifts, our other lifts, and our main belt? Okay, so that should get all that plugged in. That should get our food down to here and plugged into this belt, which will then take it down to the town. And as you can see, the belt doesn't move very fast because at the end of the day, they don't eat nearly as much food as they produce. Okay, can I get rid of that? Can I get rid of another 2 farms? And that'll give me, well, at least 1 worker, so we have some workers available to get things done. Like, you know, the other farms that we still have being built. All right, so with that done, can I grab a U-shaped belt? Now, in theory, because I've already done one of these, the second one should be easier. Should be. I can't go above and I can't go below, so it's one of the choices I did make. Can I bring you out at height flat? And then I want to bring you to here, same as the other one. I want to grab a U-shaped lift. I know this needs to go beside this one, and I know it needs to go to max height. Okay, can I flip you, and can I bring you from here into there? No, I need to remove that support. Can I cut all the way back to this support, and then I should be able to go from this support to there straight away. Cool. Here I needed a whatever height this was, that height, cool, and flip you, and then here I needed whatever height this was, which is that height, cool. flip you as well. All right, so can I get, oh, that's a Mark III belt. I don't really want a Mark III belt. Okay, can I get a Mark II belt, which is overkill? Can I bring this to here, 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 and then onto the ground, and then through to here, and then onto this. Okay, and then I can remove this one and go from there to there, and go from here to here, and then go from here to here, and then I can go from here underneath. Once they go underneath, I do want to run on top of the existing flat belt, which is a bit of a problem because the U-shaped belt technically goes into this farm stack on the bottom, but we're just going to rearrange it when we get to here. So can we go to here, and then can I come out on the ground flat and then plug into there. Thank you very much. All right, so that'll get those potatoes moving down here as well, because okay, I don't have that much uni. Yep, I knew that was coming. Because this all runs through a balancer. It means I can say, hey, you are going to be the priority out and merge all the potatoes onto one single line, which will make my life a whole lot easier. Turns out we're completely out of glass after building just eight farms Mark II, well, greenhouse Mark IIs, so I need to wait for more glass to be produced. But with glass hopefully getting caught up soon, it means hopefully I can get that production done. This is being filled in with dirt. They've got a decent amount done, but not a whole heap, because we've got through most of the backlog of rocks. But in saying that, there's awful lot more rocks here that need to be picked up. If I go back to our clearing crew, what's the slag? This one. I have 7, 10, 6, 20. So I can drop 10, 15 off that. Yeah, that's probably heaps. And some truck has something they can't sort, which is a bit of both. Okay, can I just go to here and say turn that off and turn that back on? That solves that problem. As for containers, well, rubber's going to get there. Rubber's going to take a little while. We're building belts that cost a lot of rubber. Plastic has been filled up. Glass is empty as we know it. The electronics 2 is still around about 2,000, so it hasn't really filled up at all. Electronics is filled up a tiny amount. Copper is still empty, which probably means I'm at the point where I need to add a second one of these guys up and into the mix. Can I get you upgraded? Can I get you plugged in as well? Can I get you plugged into here? Can I also send Mr. Shippy out to go say hi to whoever they are, so we at least introduce ourselves? Hopefully they give us presents, loot, something. Can I upgrade that one? You have a single belt out, don't you? You do. So can I upgrade you and upgrade tool? That one, that one, that one, and the last 4 can stay at the color they are. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I want to upgrade this one, and I want to upgrade that one, and we do one pass just on the off chance. Okay, so that'll get us a little bit more copper coming in after, I find more. Well, construction parts is not really the issue at the moment. At the moment, it's mainly uni, and also I forgot to click you upgrade. We're going to leave that for next episode because that needs a whole bunch of glass, which currently I'm completely out of. But with those changes done, the farms ripped up also means that I can now rip up these pipes that have been doing not a lot for a long time. I can remove you. I can leave the balancer for right now because I probably don't have the uni to destroy it. Put it back. I can remove this. I can remove this water tank, which was important, but it's been in my way for a very long time now. And our food is still hooked up as it was, but hopefully it means that I can remove the existing farms we have on the existing layer, and we can move all the farms up to the higher layer. If they're on the higher layer, it means I free up this area, which I can obviously find something very important to do with. And I'm going to unpause one of these because I'm at the point where I probably need more workers anyway. All right, so we've visited the last settlement. They have all the uranium, it turns out. So I'm going to become very close neighbors with them in the not too distant future. Yep. And I'm also going to leave this video here. We've got an awful lot done. We have an awful lot more to do. Obviously, I need to have more greenhouses. I also look like I need to have an alert on there and a second box. Yeah, can I get that built? I'd like to say build it with uni, but that's not going to happen. As for our little concreting friend, where are you? You are obviously running around concrete still, and they are doing a pretty good job of getting the area paved. Obviously, with some recent demolition, we have more area to pave. I also, as you can see, it's a pretty major highway. Probably need to pave this. They're driving up and down here an awful lot. Need to pave that as well. This is going to have the truck flow rearranged somewhat as I fill in this area with more farms. So that one I'm not too worried about, but also I need to remove this bunch of sorters and buckets so I can put in more farms. But they're all going to have to wait for the very next episode. With all that said and done, I'm going to call it right here. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you in the very next video. All right, bye.